Oh, this is a good way to start off the episode. Episode number 40. Can you believe it?
The big
Uh,
40.
no, I don't.
Why not?
Oh, it's just been, how long have we been doing this? 2 years, 3 years, 4 years,
No,
5?
no, like a year.
Yeah, I think we're just a little over a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, how the time has flown by.
It has.
Young whippersnappers.
Mm-hmm. New song that just came out. I think, Dad, you were the one that found this one.
Yeah, actually, I subscribed to his Facebook thing, and I believe the song came out on January 27th or something like that,
Yes,
or
I
maybe
think
it was 23rd. I'm not really sure, but it is new.
Yeah, it's a cool tune featuring Beth Hart. You sent it to me, and I took a listen. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I did too.
Now on my
Yeah.
rotation.
It's good. I
Yep.
actually found out that he is going to be in my town here in March.
Oh,
Really?
you
Right.
gonna go see
Yeah. No. But
Okay.
but no, I mean, he's going to be here though, so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was another note on there, something like that. About
There was. I
t-shirts.
removed it.
Yeah.
Look, I removed it because you guys added some stuff, and in hindsight, I just thought, you know what, maybe it's a little bit too complainy. So, yeah, I just took it off. I don't
Oh,
know.
all right.
Okay.
I was gonna have the argument.
You're gonna have the argument with me?
Well, not really an argument. I was gonna be the devil's advocate.
Okay.
But whatever. We'll just move on.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went
Sounds
to
good.
You went to a jam session.
Well, yeah. At first I was told it was a jam session,
Okay.
Okay.
and it turned out to be a teaching session.
Okay.
So,
And you were
I
the
got-
teacher.
not really. I was sort of co-teacher, maybe.
Okay.
You could consider me. One of my friends went out and Jim bought a Fender bass guitar probably about 6 months, 7 months ago, and he bought an amp and paid quite a bit of money for it. It's a Squire bass, jazz bass, and he bought a strap and he bought a nice long cable and the whole 9 yards. And he's been bugging me for giving him lessons, and I just haven't had the time. And he finally found a guy at the we actually were in the airport and in the one of the hangars, and he was going through. This one guy was going through a few country songs, and just basically 2-chord country songs, and I was showing Jim what notes to play on the bass. It was actually pretty good. He learned a lot. So
It
Cool.
sounds fun.
Yeah.
Did he
it is.
when he picked up the bass and the amp and the strap and all that? Did he get like a T-shirt made for his favorite band or
No,
no?
no. He used to. His story is he used to play bass when he was in high school, and he was in one of the bands that played down at the fairgrounds. So for the what is that, where they do the talent show? He
A
was in
talent
that.
show?
So,
Just like the State Fair talent show thing. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
so that was he was in that. So he wanted to get back into.
So
Back into
it's
playing.
not like riding a bicycle. You can't just pick it up 20, 30 years later and figure it out in 15, 20 minutes.
Sorry to say no.
So, Dad, it was a jam session, but you didn't bring your guitar.
I didn't know what it was. I was a little hesitant.
Did he not say bring your guitar?
He might have, but I just didn't bring it. I mean, come on. What's the,
No.
So, I mean, I knew these guys up there play country, and I'm not really.
Oh, you're not into country. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not
More
a
like
country
blues.
Yes, yeah. So I'm like, I'll just go up and watch, and it turned out to be a teaching thing. And then he went back today. He went back there, and they were. He was going for more lessons. So actually, he said he liked it a lot better than he was going to a teacher, and the teacher was trying to teach him notes. Learning the notes on paper, and he just found it to be extremely difficult.
I totally would have went in there. Well, I can't, but if I could, I would have went in there and tried to throw some like blues solos on top of country music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, but it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe next time I'll bring my
Maybe
guitar.
next time.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, let's get
Cool.
into the show. Or what? You
Yep.
got something?
Okay,
No.
Nope.
Oh,
Let's go.
okay.
we'll get engaged.
Oh, you guys didn't hear the music, did you?
No.
Oh, bummer. I don't know. I must have something turned off or something. Welcome back to another episode, as previously mentioned, episode number 40 of the Pandemic Guitar Podcast, your favorite novice jibber jabber guitar music podcast in the whole wide world, including Mars and a few other planets, because there's not a whole lot of options out there. I'm your host, Tim, one of your hosts anyway, and with me, as always, Rick, the father figure. How are you doing?
Okay, how are you?
You know, I'm doing good. It's another episode. We're getting through it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No, the excitement is here, and it's all in microphone number 3's chair. That's Amanda. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm trying not to blow away. It's very windy and very stormy here. So we keep losing power and my internet keeps going out. So this could be an interesting episode. Could be a lot of
Oh, that's like
thing.
every episode, but that sounds like
I know.
California.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I had that issue. I don't normally mess around with the program that I use to inject everything and put everything where it needs to go. Matter of fact, actually, I'm looking at it right now. It's there. I just don't know why you didn't hear it.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I just played it again. And you guys don't hear that?
No.
Nope.
Hold on a second. I know what happened.
Not in front of the keyboard?
Behind.
100%. Do I
No,
sound
in front of the
different now?
keyboard.
What?
In,
There we
we
go.
There it is. I had the wrong input going into Zoom. How it's made behind the scenes while I'm zooming. Whoopsie.
That'll happen.
Yeah, it'll happen. So anyway, this episode, I got to bring up my show notes. I think we were going to talk about the recent NAMM show, the 2024 NAMM show in Anaheim, California. How do you say it in Californian?
What?
How do you say it in Californian?
What? Say what?
Anaheim,
California.
California.
Anaheim. Anaheim,
It's
California.
not Anaheim.
No.
No. I tried. That was horrible.
No. It'd be way cooler if it was pronounced that way, but
Yeah, exactly. So obviously we didn't get to go to the show. We didn't go. It wasn't that we didn't get to. It's just that we didn't go to the show this year, and we're still on the fence whether we're going to go and check it out next year. But there was a lot of people putting out information about the show and what all was there. Just tons and tons of content that came out. And I don't know how close of attention you all paid attention to it. I tried to.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I spent a little while going through all the different, I guess there was a lot of social media influencers and bloggers that covered it. And so they kind of put out their information, their pictures and their videos. And yeah, I spent like half of a day looking through all the content that of stuff that was released. So
Yeah.
it's a lot.
I saw quite a few, and this is what I didn't like about the coverage. I felt like the coverage that was on a website was very minimal, and it didn't really give you a whole lot of information. And a lot of the websites that I went to were just completely splattered with advertisements. It was hard to understand on some of the pages what was coming from the show and what was an advertisement.
Right.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of YouTube content out there, which was a lot of good stuff, but it kind of annoyed me a little bit because a majority of the content that I saw was done super low budget and super, I don't really care,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
little cheap microphones and, I don't know.
Right.
It just kind
Yeah.
of bugged me.
I noticed that too.
But,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was better on Instagram. I don't know if maybe did you look at the hashtag or at the Anaheim Convention Center or anything?
No, not really. It just because of all of the people that we follow on Instagram. Not that it's a lot, but a lot of the people that we do follow on Instagram, they attended the show, so their stuff was coming through on my feed, and of course, they follow people, and I don't know exactly how the algorithm works, but a lot of content came through.
Mm-hmm.
I did see a few things that came through my because I subscribe to and have the Apple News. Is it worth it? Only if you're lazy. I am. Because so I did go through and I saw some of that stuff, and it was pretty good. But
Mm-hmm.
I know that we all went through and kind of looked at some content and picked out a few things that we thought were cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things, and I don't have this on my list, but just something that I noticed was the displays. I don't know if you guys noticed some of the displays that they had.
Mm-hmm.
They're just very eye catching and very just eye popping. There was a oh gosh, I can't. It was a speaker, some kind of speaker company, and I can't remember the name of the speaker company, but they had like a big red double decker bus, like from the UK, in the middle of their like as for their like stall. You know what I mean?
Huh.
Did you guys
Okay.
see that?
No,
I
I
don't
don't
know. They
I
might
don't
they
think
might
so.
be from the UK. I don't know. But then they had like a red telephone booth like from London, and it was all kind of like pub themed, and they had like their speakers on display, and I don't know. That was kind of cool.
Yeah,
Sounds
some of the booths at events like NAMM, some of them are really, really decked out, really done
Right.
well, and then others are just a couple of tables and maybe a backdrop.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
how much you got to also look at how much money those companies are paying to have that floor space.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
That cannot be cheap.
Yeah. There was one company that just I didn't even follow up with it, but all they had in their booth was these huge like actual like 3D letters, and it just said soon. And everybody was like, what does that mean?
Oh, was that Whirlwitzer?
I don't know.
I don't
It
know.
may have been.
What's
But
that?
it's just like
What's that speaker that spins around?
Leslie.
Okay, then that's not it. When I saw the name, that was the first thing that I thought of. I don't know why, but I did. So, but obviously that can't.
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was some kind of speculation about it. I don't know. It's kind of like, well, why would you have wasted, I don't know, a spot in the show if you were just going to put big letters that said soon and that was it? But I don't know. I guess I never circled back to see like if they ever followed up on it.
I think I know who you're talking about. I don't remember the name because I saw that on a video today, and the kid or guy who was doing it, he went to the sign and he was like, "I haven't seen them on the floor anywhere." A lot of speculation, a lot of people really excited about it. And he's like, "But we'll see," and then just walked off and continued. So
How
Right.
can he?
I'm assuming.
How can he be excited about it?
I know.
There's nothing there.
Well,
It's just soon.
there was a lot of excitement in that show, and it was around pianos and the synthesizers and drums. I mean,
Yeah.
people aren't going there just for guitars and guitar pedals.
Right.
Right. I know. It's all music encompassed in the show.
Did
I
you-
mean, but I just don't understand why you would put soon and just not have anything
Yeah.
there.
It
to,
just seemed like a waste of a space, like a vendor space.
Well, I didn't see it as a vendor space. I saw it as like a sign out in the main hallway. At least
No, I
that's
think
the
it
way
was in the space though.
It
I think it was in the main hall.
it might have been. I don't know, but
Maybe it was just again to just draw attention to the company
You know,
of sorts and
yeah.
have people
maybe
speculate.
instead of spending $10,000 to have a booth, they spent $3,000 to have a piece of advertising at the show.
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah. I don't know. Another cool one was, and I'll mention them later too, is Cream Guitars out of Mexico. They had. Did you guys see their display?
No, I didn't.
No,
They
I did
had
not.
like hot pink sprayed mannequins that were like stacked, like from floor to like super super high, and they were each holding like one of their guitars that I'm going to talk about soon. And I think they had like a television head too. But a lot of people were talking about that display as well.
Yeah. Some of the displays are really cool, and I would love to go, and I'd love to check it out and actually look at the different displays and all the different new stuff that's coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, one thing I noticed, I was talking to Dad about this, is that with a lot of the coverage that I've seen so far, you know how they said they're going to have like celebrities there and whatnot. I didn't see anything. I didn't see one person that I recognized. I saw, you know, some people playing the guitar, some people messing with pedals that I guess they were a celebrity of some sort, but I was like, I don't recognize anybody. Apparently, Lindsay Sterling was there, and
Yep.
she's a violinist. I saw zero coverage about her.
I
So it's
saw
just
I
kind of
saw
like,
quite a few
really?
videos with her.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh,
You know, Dovidas was there. I saw quite a bit of coverage, but he does his own coverage too.
mm,
So I mean, I didn't see any big name artists,
yeah.
but I saw a lot of artists that, oh yeah, I know them. I've seen their content before.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't see much.
yeah, I didn't either in the line of celebs anyway, but
Well, that's just
I'm sure
because
they were
we
there.
weren't there.
Yeah. Well, you know, I could have been there.
You could have.
But you guys
Yeah.
did not choose to fund my trip. So,
Oh, I didn't know that that was part of it.
I didn't attend for that reason. So,
Ah,
yeah.
all right. So looking at all the stuff, or as much of the stuff that you could look at, what are, I don't know, 3 or 4 things that you saw that were really cool? Things that you were interested in.
Yeah, I think going back to Mexico's cream guitars, I think the coolest thing that I saw anyway on display was their color changing guitars. Did you guys look into that?
I did not see those at all.
Okay.
Yes, I did not see him either.
What?
No,
Those were
I
like the
didn't.
talk of the town. Those were like that was a big thing. People were really like in awe of
So
that.
what do? They literally change colors, or is it just in
Yeah.
different light?
Yeah, so as of right now, I believe what it sounds like is you can just change them between black and white while you play. And it sounds like they don't do it without LEDs, so I don't know if it's just all programmed into like the interface of the guitar. I'm not sure.
So, okay, I've seen these videos where they have, I don't know what car manufacturer, and I don't care, but they actually have paint for cars now that supposedly change colors.
Yeah, I
And,
did see that.
and to me, I'm just like, okay, I'm not a super science nerd. It doesn't make sense. But then again, I also think Pluto is a planet. So I didn't know.
No, it's a dog.
Right, it is now. So you know, I'm like, oh, okay. I wouldn't want my car to change colors, but
No, that'd be really confusing if you go out into the parking lot with a
right,
red car and
you
then like
park
you.
your car, it's white. You come back, it's
Yeah.
black. Yeah, yeah.
No, but I think maybe it's a more I guess in both cases when you talk about a car and when you talk about a guitar, I guess maybe it's a more sustainable way when you look at it instead of buying all these guitars in different colors, you know? This way, you know, if there's the technology and the means to digitally change a color, you know what I mean? You don't have to go buy a million guitars. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
I want to look into this now because I'm interested to know how they're doing
Yeah, there's a YouTube video out there with the founder, I believe, talking about how it's done.
that.
And
Yeah,
so if you start playing with a black guitar, as you're playing, you flip a switch and then it turns to white. And then you can flip another switch, it turns to black.
I can't even.
You don't look
imagine.
impressed.
Well, it's not that I'm not impressed. I just can't even wrap my head around how that would work.
I don't know. You guys are the IT guys. I don't know.
you got me.
Yeah, not when it comes to paint.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's paint. It's built in. I guess I don't know.
Well, it's
I don't
done
know, but
without
see if you can.
LEDs, so there's no light tricks or,
Right.
there's got to be.
See if you can find the YouTube video because it's out there.
Yeah, I'll take a look because I mean the only thing that I can think of off the top of my head, and I'm completely probably stretching my imagination into sci-fi world, but it's 2024 now, is if there's a way to flip a switch and the guitar is able to change an electric current and then the paint has some sort of reaction to that.
I don't even think it's paint. I think when you look at it, it's got like a different interface on it. It looks digital, is what it looks like to me.
I think I know how it's done.
Well, let us know, Houdini.
Fill us
Okay,
in.
it's like a mood ring.
I don't think so.
Yeah, just changes color on you the way
I don't
your
think so.
mood. No,
Changes
okay.
color based on genre.
Yes, yeah. There you go.
No, I
No,
have
but
to
I
mean,
mean,
I'll have to
look it
into
up,
Yeah.
you know? And the guy explains it. It gets a little too techie for me, so I just zoned out. I was like, I'm good. I'm moving on.
It's cool. It
Yeah.
sounds cool. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. Yeah, but another thing that I thought was pretty cool was the Ernie Ball guitar string vending machine. Did you guys look into that at all?
Yes,
I
that was
heard
in
about
my list too.
Yeah, because you made yours after me, so
I didn't
I'm gonna
actually, to
guess
be
you
honest
just
with you, I
copied.
didn't even see it in your list, so I think you
Oh.
added it. But
Wrong.
that vending machine was almost the last thing. I know it's number one on my list, but it was like last minute. I'm like, oh, I'm putting that on there. That thing was so cool.
It was, and I wonder, and I didn't look
Uh-oh.
into this, but I wonder if they're what? What?
Yeah.
I
What?
I froze.
No, you're back. You're good. You weren't
Well, you don't have
talking
to say
anyway.
anything. I've frozen like a million times. I just keep quiet. And that
Oh,
way
okay.
Tim doesn't have to edit it out.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, pause. Okay, so
So then when
the
you
vending
do that,
machines-
now I don't want to edit it.
yeah, you gotta.
I know,
'cause
I
you gotta.
know.
With the vending machines, I'm just curious. So, was this like a way of them saying that they're going to start putting vending machines out for people to buy strings, or was that created just for the show? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a cool little way. You bring your vending machine, and it looked like kind of an older vending machine. I didn't even notice if it took credit cards.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I think that's a cool way to, at the show, just put your name on a vending machine, fill it with all of your strings, and then as people walk by, I mean, it's novelty. Like, this set of strings came out of the Ernie Ball vending machine.
Right.
So I think that's cool, but I want one in my local guitar box.
Right.
So I can go in, put it out. Well, you probably can't put it outside, but I can go in, go to the vending machine, boop, 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 dispense my strings and leave instead of having to be disappointed because the strings aren't restocked on the shelf or the ones I need are mixed in with bass or acoustic or what have you. And then you got to stand in line to check out.
Right.
Give me a vending machine.
I seen this on a Jerry Steinfeld episode.
Jerry Steinfeld?
Yeah, well, they had a machine, a vending machine, and he kicked the machine hard enough, and the stuff fell out into the thing there.
Who's Jerry Steinfeld?
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's all a comedy show.
Are you thinking of the Fonz? Because he used to do the same thing.
Yeah, maybe the Fonz too.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm pretty sure it was the Fonz. I don't think it was Jerry Seinfeld at all.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was the Fonz. Okay.
Hey, you're making fun of me again.
Anyway, it would be a lot cooler, a lot more entertaining of a way to obtain your guitar strings.
Oh,
That's all I'm
agreed.
saying.
100%. Yep. I like it.
So you put money in the machine and push like E1, and
Yeah.
then you see this thing rotate and the strings drop.
That's what it looks like. And like the machine was bright and colorful. It was eye catching. Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty cool.
And every other package of guitar strings gets stuck. So you have to buy another set to get the original set that you purchased.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Because,
Yeah.
I mean, you can call the number on the machine, but nobody's going to answer.
Right.
Yeah, I liked that one too.
Yeah. Yeah. But I also noticed
I-
a lot of guitar art. Did you guys see the guitar art?
I saw some of it. I know I
Yeah.
didn't see all of it.
So I thought it was kind of interesting because I guess I wasn't looking at this as like, I guess I was just looking at it as people just go booth to booth to booth, whatever. But it's kind of cool when they have little art installments because it almost kind of becomes a little bit more of like an immersive experience, like a little bit of an artistic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. They had a Wizard of Oz themed, I believe it was an acoustic guitar. And I believe it was hand painted. They had one of those on display behind glass, which was really cool. And then they also had there was a gentleman, Bob Robinson. Has anybody heard of him?
No.
No, but I did
Okay.
see this one.
Yeah, so he essentially created an art installment, and it had two guitars. I guess I didn't really quite understand the meaning necessarily, but whatever, it looked pretty cool. One acoustic guitar looked just kind of plain, and then the other acoustic guitar was covered in like nails. It was all silver, and it was covered in like nails that you would hammer into a wall.
Yeah,
And
it looked
then
like somebody took a nail gun and had target practice.
yeah. And the thing is the website that I found that on, whoever posted it, underneath the picture, they had basically captioned it and said that the owner of this guitar was saved by the guitar. He worked in some kind of like nail factory. He was saved by holding it in front of him, and all the nails hit the guitar instead of him. And I was like, I don't think that's true. I don't know where that story came from.
Bet she'd never be able to do that again.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It was like when a nail gun went crazy in a shop, and this man was able to save himself by holding his guitar in front. I was like, there was no merit. I couldn't find anything to find any merit behind that story being true, because I was like, it's literally just an art installment. So I don't know.
I don't
where this
buy
person
I don't
got
buy
that
that story. Not to say it couldn't happen, but yeah, I'm not going to buy that.
Maybe he was just trying to get clicks. I'm not sure. But anyway, that was kind of cool. And then Martin Acoustics had a hand-painted koi fish guitar from I believe it was a Hispanic artist that hand-painted it, and that was really, really pretty. So, yeah, I don't know. I just like the art piece of it too. That was pretty cool.
And that's a good point, because there's not too many people out there covering the art. I mean, they might take a picture of it and be like, oh, that's kind of cool, or hey, did you see this? But they're not really covering it. They're not really putting too much emphasis on it. But there's a lot of cool stuff.
There was also a guitar on display. I guess it was a guitar that was destroyed on the set of, oh gosh, what movie? It was a Quentin Tarantino movie. It was called The Hateful Eight.
Yeah. Yep.
I believe so. And that acoustic guitar was on display.
Oh, I remember when they're all stuck in the cabin. I think there's a scene where somebody's playing an acoustic guitar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, so that was on
damaged,
display.
But...
So, yeah, I mean, it was pretty much in pieces. It was in shambles, but I guess that was a cool thing that, I don't know, had a lot of coverage as well. So,
yeah. No, that's cool.
Pretty cool.
What did you find, Dad?
What do you mean? What did I find?
Yeah. What are your picks from the recent NAMM show?
Oh, I went way out on the deep end.
Oh, did you?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, super, super far out.
Okay.
One of the things that I really liked was the Fender 70th anniversary player strat.
Does it look like the 69th anniversary?
It probably does. Yes, it probably looks exactly like that, except it's 70.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the only
And
thing
it probably
that's kind of funny.
It probably looks identical to the 50th anniversary too.
Probably.
And yeah, probably every 10 years they look pretty much the same. I think they changed the color on it. Whoopie-doo, right?
Right.
But yeah, I figured it was worth a mention. And then of course I had to include the Gibson SG Standard 61, which is that's another one that hardly changes.
Right.
But it was introduced at NAMM. It's basically I thought Gibson did a 61 before, but I guess not.
What,
maybe
so
they only did them in 61.
They didn't produce it in 61, or
no, they produce it, but what they do is a lot of people want the older stuff. The way it looked, the way it played and stuff.
Okay.
A lot of them have the thin taper necks and stuff like that. So they bring back stuff like that, and try to please everybody out there. But
okay.
I mean, I guess it's different, So
yeah.
And then now don't get really excited. I can see how your excitement level is just out of the roof.
Through the roof.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And then something was interesting that I was talking to Tim about was the Yamaha Pacifica. Now they have a professional line.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which the price is like 4 times the amount of the original ones. So
I've heard a lot of people say that the Yamaha Pacifica is actually a really good guitar.
It is. It's a very good
cool.
guitar. I've never played one before, but I know somebody that has one, and he just rant and raves about it. So
So they
And
said this one was inspired by Japanese city pop art and the sun-drenched vibes of SoCal.
oh, really?
Yeah,
And that's why the extra $1,000 is on the price tag.
probably. I mean, probably.
Well, paint is
The
expensive.
colors are kind of cool, to be honest with
Yes, yeah, they do. They do change the colors, and I think that I haven't seen one, but I'm hoping that the local guitar box gets one in, and I can take a look at it and see if it's really worth the money. I'm sure it is. I'm sure they put a lot of time and effort into it and made a lot of changes, because a lot of the Japanese companies and the Chinese companies are just doing a great job on some of these things that they're producing overseas.
Yeah, I think just when I looked, I liked the it's almost like a baby blue guitar,
Yeah.
and then kind of they had like it kind of fades to gray in the middle. I've
Yep.
never seen that before.
Yeah, they're doing all sorts of things with paint. So
Yeah,
it's really
it's really
those are
eye
my
catching for sure.
those are my three picks. And then one of the things I wanted to mention was something really off the wall that I seen with the this Fender's producing. It's a case. It's called the zebra case. I don't know if you ever seen that.
No.
It's got like the zebra. It's a hard shell and a soft shell case. It's got the zebra effect on it. That was pretty cool. Something different in a case. Usually you see a hard shell case, but then you also see like the tweed cases
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, I've seen the
So-
tweed case.
Yeah, so this is a little different. So,
Just wrapping it in zebra.
well, I don't know what they did. I don't think it's real zebra,
No, probably
but
not.
it's it looks different. And
There's a zebra guitar out there that looks pretty rad.
oh yeah,
1980s Star Force.
I never heard of it.
Me either. Looks pretty cool though.
Well, I went a non-traditional route. Although there were a few guitars that I thought were pretty cool. Thought the only one that really kind of caught my eye was it's an EVH hollow body.
I did see that, yeah.
It's either EVH or Sun. I can't remember. I looked at it real quick and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Still not going to buy it, but it is pretty cool. I think for me, I was probably more excited about amplifiers this year. The first one I saw is by a company, Eminent Tech, and
Never heard of them.
yet neither have I.
Right.
And actually, when I found this, it wasn't something that was like actually being like announced or anything like that. So then I looked, and it sounds like this company with this product or a similar product made best of show in 2023. But they've improved it. They've made some adjustments to it, and it's a flat panel guitar amp combo. So
Really?
I think with this one, it has a channel, like two channels, like you could hook up a guitar and a mic. But
Okay.
it can only be I don't know 2 inches thick maybe, and it just
Okay.
it looks like a normal amplifier until you go to the side and you're like, where is it?
Yeah.
But the price tag on that thing is like $2,600 or something crazy like that.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, definitely cool. Probably try to sneak it in the cart if I ever win the lottery, and I'll let Sam know.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the other one was let's see, Positive Grid. They actually did a Spark Link, which is like a wireless or a Bluetooth transmitter that goes
Right.
between your instrument and the speaker. And the Spark Live, which kind of looked like an amp designed for, gigging on the streets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That looked pretty cool.
Yep.
And then my favorite one is the Mackie Showbox all-in-one performance rig. I love Mackie products.
Mm-hmm.
They've been really great for me. And this one's really cool because it's like it comes with a 6-channel mixer, and it runs for like, I don't know, runs like 12 hours or something. I looked the specs up, but they're $800.
Is this the one that has the 5-inch display on it?
No, it's
Okay.
it's like a speaker, like a PA system, and
Right.
it's got like a on the backslash side, it's got like a mixer that you can pull out, and you can
Oh, I seen
attach,
that. Yeah.
you can attach it to like your mic stand and stuff like that, so that, and I don't know how that connects to the speaker, if it's Bluetooth or you have a cable, but now you can control your PA speaker from right in front of you, even though it's all the way over here.
Right.
So I saw that. That
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
Yeah, I did see Mackie came out with it's like very similar to it's got a mixer on it, and it's
Yeah.
got it's got a 5-inch or maybe it's got a 5-inch screen on it, and it does like podcasting, and you can do guitar recordings and all sorts of things with it.
Well, is that an
And it's
audio interface, or that
yeah,
sounds
it's
more like
it mimics the Rogue.
the Roadcaster?
Rogue has one, huh?
The Roadcaster?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I seen that was introduced, and that looks pretty interesting.
I would have to look into that.
Yeah, I don't know how much they wanted for it, but it was like it intrigued me. Now I don't know if it has an interface that connects to your PC, but it might. I'm not sure.
I would imagine
it just
it does.
it just caught my eye. I forgot what the name of the thing is, but it was.
Is it the? No, it can't be the. It's not just a mixer, is it?
No, it's actually, I said a mixer. It's actually basically faders and stuff like that. It's a multi-track type recorder. You know, like the Rogue.
Yeah. So, well, here I'm just looking at Street Puddle, and their new. It's a Mackie DLZ Creator 6-channel digital mixer.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
And
maybe
it's
that's
got
it.
a, let's see, 6-channel digital mixer, 2 mic preamps, 4 assignable rotary knobs, 6 assignment pads, 7-inch touchscreen, 3 operating modes.
I think that was it. Yeah,
So if that's it, you're looking at $500.
not bad. But does it have a computer interface on it built in?
Now I did not. Let's see here. It's got a USB port.
Oh, it does have a USB port, so it must have some sort of interface
Yep.
in it.
Oh, it's got a micro SD card slot. It's got, I don't know if that's an Ethernet port or what. That looks like an Ethernet port. USB-C, and then it's got your XLRs and your 1/4-inch ins and outs.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like what I was looking at. I'm trying to look it up right now.
Yeah, I mean, if that's it, that looks really cool. I don't know for podcasting. I don't know if this is going to, just based off of quick looks, I don't really know if this would compete with the Roadcaster for podcasting.
And it may not. It just caught my attention. I was just looking through, and I'm like, "Oh, what's that?" And I'm like, but
Yeah.
it was just something like.
So it looks like, because Rode has the Roadcaster Duo, which is a streaming mixer. Yeah, so I guess, they could be used as streaming mixers, but that's only, that doesn't look, no, that definitely doesn't, it's not 6 channels, and it's the exact same price. So I guess if you could use it for podcasting, you're probably getting more with the Mackie.
Yeah. Okay, so you're looking at the DLZ Creator. Yeah. That's the one I seen.
Yeah, no, that looks cool.
Yeah. It has onboard effects, USB, a talk over switch, gain. Yeah.
Yeah, lots of cool stuff that came out of the show. I didn't see a whole lot of guitar pedals and effects. I know that they were there, and I know that there was a lot of coverage. I did not catch a lot of it, but I'm also not huge into pedals.
Right. Boss put out quite a few pedals.
But Boss constantly puts out stuff.
Yes, I know.
So, anybody see anything else cool from the NAMM show?
I mean, there was a lot. It was hard to narrow it down, really.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But no, I think maybe I just appreciated more of like the art aesthetic part of it, like the displays and the actual physical art with the different guitars. I don't know. I thought it was cool. I would have been cool to go and be there in person to see it, but
Yeah, well,
Party
we'll see
poopers.
what 2025 brings.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Hopefully we're not here, but you know,
Well, yeah, but I mean, you can swing back for a trip for a weekend.
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
All right. Well, one of Dad's favorite songs here. Let's see if I can find it.
What's that? Oh,
It happened in the past. What can it be? It must be music history.
History.
Who put in the history notes today?
I did.
You did. All right.
I was like, we don't have really enough to talk. I just, I picked out 3 semi-cool history facts for February 8th. We must have done this on the last episode that came out, maybe around February 8th, because some of the facts actually sounded vaguely familiar, like we've said them before. So hopefully I'm not repeating any, because these sounded new to me. So I guess we'll see.
It's okay. They're fresh history facts for 2024.
Right. Okay, so February 8th, 1965, the Supremes' Stop in the Name of Love was released.
wow.
How does that song
Everybody
go?
knows that song. Stop in the name of love. Before you, I don't know the words.
Yeah, wait, don't say too many. I was going to say, don't get too many of the words right. We'll have to pay royalties.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. That's all I know. So there you go. February 8th, 1969, this is interesting. George Harrison's tonsils were removed, and they were destroyed immediately afterward to prevent them from being sold.
Yeah, that was a problem.
But really, you
What
could
do you
have
mean?
taken anybody's tonsils and said these were George Harrison's.
Yeah, but yeah.
Wait, so the tonsil market was a pretty big thing in 1969?
No,
Well,
anything
he's
with
a
the
Beatle.
Beatles. Yeah, anything
Yeah.
with the Beatles.
Well, still,
I mean-
all right, come on. Really?
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, I bet you if they would have put cuttings from their toenails up on the internet to be sold, they could have sold them.
Oh, 100%.
Well, back in '69, there was really not the internet. But I mean, they could have.
Ringo's feet pics would have destroyed OnlyFans.
Yeah. I mean,
Tim, did you get to keep your tonsils, Tim?
I don't think so. I don't have them.
Yeah. I remember when you got them taken out. That was like your first surgery ever.
Probably.
Yeah. And they were like wheeling you down the hallway, and you're like, woo! Because they had just like pumped you full of drugs. Like, woo! You put your arms up in the air.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember that, but
Yeah, clearly.
so,
You're having a good
At
time.
least I know that you didn't keep them and sell them.
No, no, I didn't. But actually, speaking of the Beatles, when was that? 1969. Okay, so they were still big in 1969. I swear that I saw a fact that happened in February of like 1970 or 75 that the first Beatles fan club was officially disbanded, which I feel like that was kind of early still, right? They still would have been big in the 70s, right? Or no?
I think so.
Well, there was something that went on with the Beatles, and I'm not sure what happened.
I don't know, but their club was disbanded.
Yeah, you'd have to look to see why it was disbanded. I don't
I don't
know.
know. I didn't look that deep into it. All right, February
Somebody
8th,
made
1999.
somebody mad.
What's that?
Somebody made somebody mad.
Probably.
Yep.
February 8th, 1994. Oasis is forced to cancel their first foreign tour after their involvement in a drunken brawl on a cross-channel ferry, resulting in the arrest of the band members. That's like the most rock and roll thing I think I've ever heard.
I feel like whatever that country is or whatever those countries were saved by their stupidity.
No, there was who was it? The lead singer of Oasis. I can't remember his name. Noel or something like that. No, I can't remember his name. Isn't he like infamously kind of? Oh my gosh. Isn't he known for kind of being like problematic?
Oh, I have
I'm not-
no idea.
Because I remember watching interviews with him in the 90s, and he would just like walk off mid-interview. Like he would say barely anything to the interviewers, and then he would just walk off. He just like had an attitude.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't really surprise me. I mean, some people, just like
Maybe you just
I think what
can't
was it,
handle fame.
Green Day or one? I don't know. I don't know if it was Green Day, but it was like a couple other bands or something like that. That apparently they were just trying to stand up to the crown or whatever. So they were just being rebellious and dumb, and you know, I don't know. I think it
Yeah.
was just an image.
Mm.
Not one.
Don't know.
But again, I'm not an Oasis fan.
No, me either.
No,
Me neither.
yeah,
No.
yeah, and just by looking at the pictures, I mean, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
trying to get.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for music history. Just 3 quick little facts.
No,
so.
good. I like it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I think we should spin the wheel of musicians.
For the next
When-
episode?
Yeah, you wanna?
Yeah. Let's
Yep,
go.
that's fine with me.
Who's on it? We want to remind everybody? Or?
Yeah. Let me bring the wheel up here.
right.
And I think you guys probably want to see the share screen, or maybe it will not allow me. Let's see here. Desktop. Okay, so apparently I can't share my screen because of
What?
Yeah. Apparently I have to go in and adjust some security settings. Well, boo. So we have Tash Sultano on the wheel. I think this
Sultana.
Sultana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll change that O to an A. We have BB King on the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
I
B.B.
added
King.
I added a couple. I added Prince to the wheel. I'm
Okay.
such a
Okay.
fan.
Duh.
Another good
Oh,
one.
did you see? I think his piano was on display at NAMM.
Yeah, I think. I don't know if it was his piano, but it was a
It was a
dedicated
purple
or something.
Prince. Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
Not
I
as
forgot to
cool as
mention
a
it.
guitar, but we still have Stevie Ray Vaughan. He's been on there since the beginning. Josh Kinska, he's been on there from the beginning. Buckethead, he's a fairly new one. And
Yeah, Buckethead. Yeah.
Buckethead's a good one. I can't wait for Buckethead. And then Kingfish, another one that I added.
Kingfish.
Oh yeah, King.
Who's
Chris.
that?
Chris.
Yeah, Chris. I'm drawing a
I
blank
can't-
on his last
Yeah.
name, but really good, really good.
Okay.
Um,
Chris Stone, Kingfish.
yeah,
That's it,
That's
yeah.
it. Yep. He's pretty good.
I had to look
Really
it up.
good. You'll have to look it up.
He's a blues player.
Okay, when I look up images, they just show me pictures of fish. So I guess it's just a fish that plays blues.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Blue,
cool.
blues.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, anybody have any hope it lands?
Hope
I
it
think
lands.
any of them will be good.
Any of them will be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna spin it.
Spin the wheel.
It's going around.
hear it.
It's going around.
I'm not hearing anything.
You're not hearing anything?
No.
Oh, you should have. You should have. Oh,
I'll cut this out and do it over again.
you didn't hear it? Okay, hold on. Why didn't you not hear it?
Don't know.
All right. Let's try this again. I'm going to spin the wheel.
Go for it.
There we go. It's spinning. It's going around. It's going around. It's going around. And take a wild guess who it is.
I don't know. Buckethead?
Kingfish.
Oh, it's got King, but it starts with BB. BB
Oh, BB King.
Oh, BB
All right.
King.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Cool.
So that's who we're
That's a good
looking
one.
forward to. The good old BB King.
Awesome.
And
BB King
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Lucille.
and
Oh yeah,
Lucille.
he named his guitar that, right?
Oh, that's
Yes.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Cool.
going to be fun to look forward to this next episode.
Yep.
Yep.
And I got to make sure
Okay.
that I take BB off the wheel so we don't land on him again. And I guess, Amanda, I saw you writing a little bit ago. It's getting dark where you're at, too.
It is.
You want to get us out of here? Want to
Yep.
talk us out?
Yep. All right. friends, thanks for joining us on our 40th episode of the Pandemic Guitar Podcast. If you enjoyed it as much as we did, then let us know by reaching out to us on Instagram at Pandemic Guitar or by email pandemicguitar@icloud.com. Jesus. Hold on.
iCloud.clown.
Back up. Beep, 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 beep.
Why can I never get through one? And also, my screen keeps going dark on me. All right, friends, thanks for joining us on our 40th episode of the Pandemic Guitar Podcast. If you enjoyed it as much as we did, then let us know by reaching out to us on Instagram at Pandemic Guitar, by email, which is pandemicguitar@icloud.com, and also on Facebook. Give us a follow or drop us a line and let us know what you're interested in learning about. Keep it guitar related, though, folks. Until next time, keep on playing or don't. We won't tell. And happy birthday, Mom. Happy birthday, Mom. Happy birthday, Mom. I feel like we just did an episode and said happy birthday to her. Yeah. And then yours comes next, and it's like, I feel like we just did it. It's crazy how fast the year goes by.
We can skip mine. That's okay.
Okay. Well, that's exactly what a Pisces would say. So.
All right. I'll see everybody in 2 weeks.
See ya.
Yep. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.